Good evening. Now we're gonna talk about Agenda 2030 in the topic climate change. The topic climate change is a topic that all the groups B talked about. Climate change is something that the Agenda 2030 predicted and something that the Agenda 2030 wants to deal with. We can see now we're gonna see some of the problems that climate change is causing in the world. Climate change is causing higher temperatures. Earth temperature in 2015 were the hottest ever recorded. The source is NASA. Why does this matter? Because a change of 1 degree in the scale Fahrenheit, which may sound small but can upset delicate balanced ecosystems. We have changing landscape and wildlife habitats, rising temperatures and changing patterns of precipitation are changing where plants grow, and in the case of our oceans, encouraging the proliferation of species that impact native ocean habitat. As landscapes and habitats literally shift, wildlife must quickly adjust. Experts predict that one-fourth of Earth's species will be headed for extinction by the year of 2050 if the warming trend continues to increase as is increasing now. We have rising seas. As ocean waters warm, they expand, causing sea levels to rise. Melting glaciers compounded the problem by dumping even more fresh water into the ocean. Rising seas threaten to inundate low-lying areas and islands, threatening dense coastal populations, erode shorelines, damaging property and destroying ecosystems such as mangroves and wetlands that protect coasts against storms. Increase of the risk storms and floods. Climate change is intensifying storms all around the world. Where nature has been destroyed by development, communities are at risk from these intensified climate patterns. Scientists all around the world are studying how nature can be buffer for these intensifying weather patterns. We have the economic impact. The economic impact of climate change is hard to predict, but it's safe to say that many key economic sectors from fishing to energy to water utilize will feel long-term impacts of climate change. From warming seas, which encourage proliferation of non-native species that impact fishing industry, to rising temperatures which impact energy used around the world, or shifting global climate will force many industries to move quickly to adapt to the change. Even recreation and tourism industries are weather dependent. So you can see that the climate change a lot of topics and a lot of things in the lives of the people. The group B1 talked about the major environment problems caused by climate change. The major environment problem that all the world know is the global warming, that higher temperatures cause a lot of problems, economic impact and impact in the ecosystems and the life of the nature and the life of the people. We saw these problems. The group B1 also concerned about the measures necessary to deal with the problems, what we can do to deal with these climate change problems. The group B2 talked about social justice and the relationship between climate change and the social economic impact that we can see in the world. The group B3 talked about sustainability and its influence on the economy. We have now companies that wanna be green companies, we have customers that wanna buy green things, sustainable things that care about the world, that care about the environment. The group B3 also talk about major agreements addressing the phenomenon of climate change and progress already achieved. We can see the Kyoto Protocol that want to reduce the carbon in the atmosphere. We have other protocols that want to deal with the climate change. At last, but not less important, we can see the group B4 that talk about the economic impact in the financial system about climate change. Climate change and the financial system are not so related because we can see that the financial system is not a system that do things just financial, and the companies that do things are more have a bigger impact of climate change than the banks, and the banks are just now suffering because the changing of the words. And about sustainability, what is the sustainability of our financial system? Well, how is our financial system dealing with all this climate change, with a world that won't be green, a world that wanna be more concerned about the ecosystems? The climate change do a lot of things in our life, and the Agenda 2030 want to predict some things. And we can see that the climate change has a lot of subjects, matters, had a lot of topics, and all the groups want to talk about one topic and see how we're gonna deal with the climate change and how Agenda 2030 predicted and settle things to the 2030s and to the 21st century. Thank you for all, and I want you to look at the work of all the groups. Good evening. Vai tomar no cu.